Hey everyone, it's your fave, me obviously, and I'm back with another video. Of course, this isn't like my usual videos since this is just a speed paint of a redraw. I actually thought of redrawing my old art because I saw a poster on TikTok about the poster growing up with their OC, and I was like, wait, I also grew up with my OC. So this is the perfect opportunity for me to like redraw my old art and see how much I've improved throughout the years. So, DJ Mod, let's read it! So at this part or phase, I just like point out or like do basic sketching or like what I want to do. So I'm imagining like, ooh, this really like relaxed pose. So yeah, I'm doing that right now. And then I do like the background. Of course, like you can't see it, but I have like reference images on the side. This part of the process really freaking hurt my thumbs while drawing this. Like, it got so bad that I had to draw with like my pointer finger. And you know, like, that was the most awkward thing ever. Like, it really, really hurts. And plus, it's so awkward for me because I usually draw with just my thumbs. So yeah, it's so weird. So now I just place down this like how I want to do the coloring. Okay, so you see me putting chest hair, but I'm not gonna add the body hair because from references that I've seen and texts that I read online, when people want to depict angelic figures, they don't make them that muscular, that full of body hair, and they need to have like a very innocent looking face. And so I took those into consideration when rendering. So during this part of the process, you can see that I'm playing around like with my brush settings a bit because like, come on, I wasn't really happy with how the brushes were looking. Yeah.
Bakit ka dito?
So I wasn't really feeling that happy with the scroll, so I took references online. Normally when I search for references, I normally search on Pinterest, but sometimes when I try to search like shit up, it won't show up because Pinterest would ask me, "Are you sure?" Like, okay. I'm just searching for like man sitting down looking at wall with another man looking at floor, and there's nothing, so I have to like make my own references by photo bashing. So at this part you could see that I'm like placing down my basic shadows. So yeah, normally whenever I start to render, I like place down the darkest color first, and then I go with my midtones to like clean it out. And basically midtones are for blurring things out and making them more 3D looking. For my midtones, I actually use like a more warmer reddish color. And in the part of the process, you can see that after I finish rendering the thing, I erase some line art within the middle, of course, so it looks cleaner. You can see that I did like a little cross-hatching movement for like the rendering. So I actually saw like people doing that on like religious art. So when I looked at my reference, I can actually see the strokes of how they did it. So I also copied how they did that so it looks more accurate. You can see that the nose shading is like varying at times. At the end of the artwork, the nose isn't gonna look like that anymore because I changed it. Also at this part, I have to tell you, he looks like a fucking bug because of his eyes. They're too big for him. But don't worry, I'm gonna change that later. Oh, there's a cat hair in my mouth. Okay. So far, it's looking amazing. I really love how I rendered the clothes for this one, because, like, I'm so proud of myself the way I rendered the clothes. Why did it stop? Hello? Okay, never mind, I was just playing around. Oh, at that part I was playing around with, like, brush settings. There I'm slowly adding, like, ab definition. Whenever I render abs, I never draw them with line art. I just add them with the rendering itself because abs are just like contours of the body, so you don't really need to like draw them. You can just render them for later. Here I'm focusing on the face and making it brighter. So while researching this, while researching like the actual depictions of Gabriel the angel, I saw that if you want to portray him, you have to like if you want to portray him, basically, I saw that people portray him with like Cecilia flowers, some scrolls, and what else? Basically, he's an archangel, and he's the messenger of God, basically, I think. I mean, I went to, like, Catholic school for 2 years for senior high. I didn't really pick up a lot about religion, but, you know, I was really inspired by the stained glass in the church, in the church next to our school, so I really wanted to incorporate some stained glass designs, but I don't think I did it as well as I could have done it, you know? Like, it wasn't that great, or it didn't look that great to me. Yeah, continuing on with my rambling. I really like how the clothes turn out. I know I already said that, but like, come on. The clothes look amazing. I think in the future I would just simplify how I draw the clothes. Because like, yeah. Okay, I added the highlights and extra details in the hair. The beard is coming along. I could have added his body hair, but I didn't because news reports say that, like, the online forum I've read stuff on depict angels as like, you know, hairless. I didn't really give a shit, but like at this point I was too afraid that I might hide like the rendering I've done, and I'm like, hell no, I'm not going to draw the body hair so I can still see the beautiful body hair. I mean, no, I'm not gonna draw the body hair so I can still see the beautiful body that I've rendered. Because if I added body hair, you're barely gonna see any of that. And I spent way too much time on the chest. Because if you look at the picture from far away, the first thing you notice is his bare chest. So, I made sure to highlight the shit out of it. Okay, so this part I just photo bashed. As you can see, I'm just drawing over like a stock photo I found on Pinterest. This is good. I'm not gonna claim it as my own art since I just like drew over it to make sure it looks more 2D. Okay, for the stained glass part, I didn't really like how it turned out, but like, I got too lazy at the end, so take that what you will. I kept playing around with like what to do with the background, and so like, yeah, you can see there the lighting and stuff, but it didn't really work out. And so I started drawing like Cecilia flowers. I just added like an outline to my brush and lowered the opacity for some of the stuff there, so like it has automatic line art. Wait, the way I said that was kind of weird. Automatic line art. Okay. Wow. So far so good. I actually really like how this is looking. I'm kind of really proud of how this how like this turned out. Like, it's so beautiful. It's so pretty. For the wings, I also did the same thing with the flowers. I just like did like a brush with line art on it with like an outer layer on it, so it's easier for me to do stuff. For the wings, I didn't really feel that good when doing the wings because like I didn't really have references for the wings. And boom, it's done. It's so good. Okay, time to do like a close-up so you can see the details.